On today's episode, we're going to dive into one of my favorite topics, which is sports cars. Not only are they amazing to look at, they are phenomenal to drive as well. However, there's a bit of pro and con conversation, or rather a debate that we're going to get into. As always, next to me, Annemarie Meyer and Eddie Magani.
Sure, thank you.
Let's hash it out and see who wins.
Sure.
Should we or should we not buy a sports car? Let's start with the pros. Number one.
It's gonna win.
Is it gonna win? Okay. Let's go home. Okay. But let's just have a compelling argument first. They retain their value.
Oh yes. Myself and Eddie had the privilege this week to enjoy a couple of fast cars and classics. So we decided it's gonna win. But definitely, they do keep their value. People tend to not drive them that much. They limit the mileage. It is a sophisticated car normally. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's luxury.
Sounds
to the
good.
T. It sounds good.
Yeah.
And shortly you'll be able to run it from your app, apparently.
Yes.
I also think, remember, they don't get produced in mass production.
No, that's
so
not a
because
mass
of the scarcity, this being everyone's dream cars, the value will always stay high, because who doesn't want to own one day?
Yes, absolutely.
No, value is going to
Supply is low because they don't produce a lot.
Yeah.
Demand is very high.
Yeah.
And it will always stay high because
The
they're
more
good to look
millionaires
at.
we have, the more
sports
bigger
cars
the
will
market.
sell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now we've got to create a lot more millionaires.
Absolutely. Lev, we've got lots of work to do. We're not afraid though. Number two, they perform well. Let's face it.
Look,
After this week,
you have to first go a performance driving, and
You'll really see how well they perform.
this is the best time for me to answer this question.
Yes.
Because I have my car that has always been a sports car. To me, that is.
Yes.
it's the same with mine.
Until this week.
Until I went for driving in a sports car. And yeah, now I know. I'm yet to buy a vehicle.
Definitely. Number three, they are fully customizable. So what it means is, if you're an eccentric guy, you can have it in luminous green. You can have the stitching in yellow. You can have the calipers in gray or blue or whatever, the wheels. So sports car enthusiasts, tend to treat their vehicle like a piece of art. So there's always a story. This is why I chose this type of leather. This is why I chose this color roof. So that's an advantage. It's a pro, because you can design it unique to your own. And no two will ever be the same. They always differ, even if it's by a little bit. Definitely. Number four, they just look good.
Yeah, well, it's not just look good, but it's really from the inside to the outside. We had an off-camera discussion where we decided we're going to buy one. Then I'm going to have it for 1 week.
Okay.
And then I'm going
Like
to
a stock
swap
file.
it. Yes, and then I'm going to give it away. So to my family, we've got such a generous guy behind the scenes. I can use his car, and then next week he's going to say exactly the same to his family. But the beauty behind it, it's clean, and it's every little stitching is just amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The beauty, and the outside exactly the same. So whatever sports car you prefer, it's amazing. It's a beaut. You walk away and you say, geez, that's hot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
They also make you look good.
Yes.
Yeah. I took a
Okay,
picture
that's
with
not-
one, and that's
Yes.
my profile picture now.
Yes. Agree.
That was not the question. The question was, is it good? I make it look good.
And it's a little
Yeah.
well-known fact that when you step out of a sports car, especially a nice sports car,
Do you get treated differently or
Yeah.
what?
and 80% of your ego rises immediately the moment you step out of the car. 80% more ego.
And depending what you're looking for, opportunities open.
Yes,
Be it
definitely.
business.
All these pros start sounding like uns now, but yes.
So now for the cons, there aren't any. Okay, I mean they're just okay. Maybe there are a few. Let's
Yeah.
just
There should be.
let's go through them quickly.
There should
just
be a few.
quickly. Hopefully,
I'm
not a
already
lot of
thinking
people.
the price tag.
Yeah.
There should be a few.
Okay, if you want speed, you need to pay for the petrol.
Yeah. And I mean, petrol is a sensitive issue in this country right now.
Absolutely right now.
However, we spoke about staying positive, keeping a positive mindset. I think just jumping into one and driving your petrol dry can leave you positive, and these cars can definitely deliver that feeling. Yeah.
But you know, my dad always says, Bobby, if you want to ride a horse, you cannot feed a donkey. So that's some proverb for you. If you want to ride a horse, feed a horse.
Yeah.
If you want to ride something with 500 or 600 horses,
But
you will have to
again,
feed them.
as we mentioned before, you're not going to use it, so it's still a pro. You're not going to use it to go to work and back.
Absolutely.
So you can afford the fuel.
Number 2, high cost of ownership. So anybody that's thinking of buying a sports car, make sure that you remember, if it's out of motor plan, it's not only the price of the vehicle. Sports vehicles, say it's got ceramic brakes. You'll be looking at brake pads for a normal car of 2,500 rand.
Yeah.
Ceramic brakes and discs, 100,000 rand. 200,000 rand on some of the sports cars, front and back. So make sure you know what the cost of ownership is before you get into a situation where, oopsie, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
Number 3, they're dangerous to drive.
Okay, maybe it's a con for some people.
Oh wow,
They're
okay.
fast.
They're fast.
And not everyone can drive a fast car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, if it's a con, it's the only reason.
Beautiful.
Some people can't drive a fast car.
Number 4, impractical for everyday use.
Yeah. So for a very long time, they were termed weekend cars. But I realized not in South Africa anymore. You see a Porsche every day, every morning when you drive to work. However, getting in and out of those vehicles, considering the cost, the running cost for every day, I really don't find them practical.
Okay.
Yeah.
It depends also which one, because you've got some of those that don't even have boots.
Yeah.
You know, some of the sports cars today, you've got a thing in front, something at
Just
the back.
a space for yourself, your laptop bag, and that's it.
Your laptop bag and maybe a power bank. So it's not something you can go on holiday
Even
with.
get groceries.
Especially after this week, we've realized that they're so low that you can't get, there's no way you can get out of that car with a dress and high heels. Because you basically on the ground.
Somebody needs to help you up.
Yeah. The sound from the
But there's
pipe
there's a lot of men that will pick you out of that car anyway if you're behind the steering.
I'm thinking of our everyday lives. We read books on Audible when we're driving. The sound from the pipe work, you want to hear that, but you don't want to be on a business call.
So maybe that's
No, it's
a
for
good.
peace. That you drive to enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
I still say it's a Sunday car.
Get
Should
the
be
blood
Sunday
pressure
cars.
up.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed this episode and you agree with us, please leave us a comment as well as the like button,
And I would love you guys to subscribe to our channel.
Sure. Please remember to ring the bell.
thank you very much. Take care and have yourselves a beautiful day. Bye-bye.